Hi guys, I thought today we'd look at Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It's a really good song if you're starting out fingerpicking. It's got this nice Travis picking pattern. It's not too complicated, but because it's Lindsey Buckingham you can put lots and lots of different variations in. We'll look at a couple of them as well. Yeah, and we'll get to it. Just one thing, if you could check out my single and like the Facebook page, that helps me out a lot, so I'll put some links to those below and let's get to it. Okay, so the first thing we'll look at is the fingerpicking pattern. It's pretty much the same in the verse and the chorus, but we'll look at the verse first. If you take a C chord in the left hand, we'll work it out from that. So, thumb's going to be on the A string, then index on the G string, thumb on the D, middle on the B. It's the first half. So it's 1 and 2 and thumb's keeping the count. Back to the A string, index on the G, thumb on the D. 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Occasionally he adds in an extra and, sometimes it's the middle finger, sometimes it's the index finger. As you get more confident, start putting those in wherever you like. So for the verse, it's pretty simple once you've got that pattern down. It's keeping that pattern. It's a C chord. And then we have this chord which could be either E minor 7 or G over B. It's the same really because we're just playing the middle 4 strings. From the C, you move your middle finger up to the 2nd fret of the A string. Little finger plays 3rd fret of the B string. And then you're keeping the same pattern in the right hand, still on the A string. Then A minor 7, so it's an A minor chord with your ring finger off. Then back to E minor 7 or G over B. So. And that's the verse. There's a couple of variations, but we'll put those in at the end of the video. For the chorus, the finger picking pattern is the same. So if you take a G chord, if you play it 3-finger G like you would play it in most folk songs, you can be quite lazy, and if you're not playing the E string, don't play with your little finger. We're not playing the A string, so you don't really need to put your middle finger down. It's always good to hold the chord, but as you play it through and you get more comfortable, you may find, I tend to find that I don't put my middle finger down. But you can play around with that as you like. In the right hand, it's going to be thumbs playing the bass now. Then apart from that, it's the same. So it's thumb, index, D string, B string. So thumb, index, thumb, middle, back to the bass, index on the G, thumb on the D again. So we've just moved the A string bass to the bass string. On a G, then a D7 over F sharp, 2 ways of playing it. You can play with your middle finger on the bass, then ring finger 2nd fret of the G, 1st finger 1st fret of the B, or you can play middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G and thumb on the bass. That's how I prefer to play it, but both ways are absolutely fine. Then we have E minor 7. Without that high note, sounds quite nice because you get the different tone. So I'll play through that. Then we have the verse, comes in, but instead of going back to E minor 7, we go to D7 over F sharp, so you need to remember to change back to the bass. Back to the chorus line, G, D7 over F sharp, E minor 7, and again. Then a verse line to finish. After you play the A minor 7, there's a slight variation. You play half a bar of A minor 7, half a bar of E minor 7 or G over B, an add in an extra middle at the end of the pattern so you get this, and you're ready to go to the verse. So some variations. There's one in the chorus which sometimes you can bring in this ring finger playing the pattern, so you could have thumb, index, thumb, ring instead of the middle. You can also put that one into the verse and put your little finger on the 3rd fret of the E. You can vary these in and out as much as you want. You can put the one we had at the very end of the chorus into the verse with the half bar of A minor 7. That's quite a nice one. Then there's two on A minor, which I've seen Lindsay Buckingham do, which are nice. I'll play you through one now. So that one is when you get to the A minor, 3 fingers, so thumb on the D, index on the G, middle on the B. You're going to pick all 3 of those strings, hammer on your A minor 7, then just a little tap in the right hand so you get this tiny little click. Just bring the fingers down on the same strings, and then do the hammer on again. Then to finish it, index on the G, thumb on the D. Once more. And then the other A minor 7 variation. So that's, you start the pattern the same. Oops, sorry, on the A string. So it's A string, index, then you pick thumb and middle together. And then you pick the little pause, so it's 1 and 2. Then for the 3rd beat, pick it again and do a pull off with your 1st finger. You could pull off your middle finger as well. And then you're going to go thumb on the D, index finger to finish. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So that in 9. And then you can just mix and match those variations, come up with your own and all these sorts of things to keep it nice and fresh. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that tutorial. As always with the finger picking, take your time with it, get the pattern down, learn the basics, then start adding the variations in as it gets a bit more complicated, and then you can do with it what you want. As always, any questions and comments, leave them below and I'll try and get back to you. Any song requests, and I'll try and get those done. Alright, see you next time.